Hi everyone, welcome to NYC's chat room, and today is Cyber Monday. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes. Alright, so we're going to start this off with the game, shading Kim K in his little lyrics. He talks about how pretty much she swallowed his children. That's gross. I hate when people say stuff like that. That, and then he also talks about how he made her, is it Frosted Flakes in the morning or something of the sort?
He's being a little fop.
He is. He's being real. Ever since he left that school teacher lady, the Tiffany girl, or woman, I'm sorry. The woman, she was really good for him. She kept him in line a lot of the times, but him in these ways, first of all, you talk about having Kim K, great. Okay, a few other guys have said the same thing, but y'all all had her in her original face. So you cannot stake claim in 2019 of having original face Kim K. Like, you don't get any clout for that. And I feel like y'all are just doing it just to harass Kanye, because y'all know that bothers that man. Leave that man alone. We know he's not wrapped too tight at this state of the day. We know something is not right. He about to come out with a whole Twitter rant about this situation, and y'all need to leave that man's wife alone. Leave her alone. I'm not a Kim K, fan like that, but just why y'all keep coming for her like this? Like, leave that lady alone.
I feel like this is definitely some superhead shit. And if a female rapper were to do this, it would be frowned upon. It'd be like, oh my God, so you proud of that? Okay, you had sex with Kim Kardashian like 10 years ago.
Over 10.
Let it go. Like, it just shows how powerful her and her coochie is. That, I mean, Ray J made a song, I hit it first.
And he made multiple things about it. Yes, like, I understand. In interviews, right.
You had sex with Kim Kardashian. What else have you accomplished? Like, move on with your life. Damn.
Right, you have a beautiful wife, beautiful baby. Talk about them.
Right.
Like, why are you all keep I understand, like, in interviews, maybe people bring it up, but just say, you know what, that's something that happened in the past. I'm going to leave that alone.
Right.
Like, it's not that serious that y'all have to constantly talk about this woman all the time.
And you should be insulted by that. If you come up to talk about Nick Cannon, whomever you are, talking about your shit, and they're like, oh, tell me about that time that you fucked Kim K, like, you should feel like, all right.
Too. Like, you on a stature, like, you were married to Mariah Carey.
Right.
Like, you have evolved from original face Kim K. Like, keep evolving from that.
Kim K.
Right.
You had sex with her in the walk-in closet. Who cares? Like,
we
don't care.
know Kim K was doing her thing back in the day, and that's her business. But as Drea says, your honus is deleted. That woman is working on child number 4 with her husband. Let them be great. Like, stop.
That's some hating ass.
And she don't bring none of y'all up in any interview. Like, she never mentions you people.
Y'all some groupies at this point.
Right, like you sound crazy out here. Like,
make a song about another bitch. Like, y'all just obsessed with this, and that's why she won't go away with her non-talent.
Right, because y'all won't let her.
I won't discount this. I wouldn't be surprised, Epiphany, if Kris Jenner is in on this shit.
The Ray J situation, she definitely was. The original part and the moving on over the years, she definitely orchestrated some stuff, and more power to her with that. Her momager
she don't mind a little scandal, it seems.
Yeah, kudos to them for that. But as far as this game, like, you keep egging it on, talking about, oh, my fans want my truth. They don't want your 15, 20-year truth. Like,
God, please. How many bodies you have over this point? That's
right. Like, you don't have nothing else to talk about
at all.
You are how old now? You have not had any other experiences with your money. Like, do something else. Yeah. So stop talking about Kim K, man. Like, leave that woman alone.
We're tired. It's not fun anymore.
Leave her alone.
So next we have, as we all know, Chris Brown has been accused of rape in Paris. Earlier in the month, he was arrested and released. And he's on a campaign to let everybody know that bitch is lying. Yeah. Those aren't my words, those are his. I wasn't there, I can't speak on it. But, playing devil's advocate, if she really is lying, he's defending himself. We don't know. I'm not gonna be one of the people that's like, oh, she lying. And I think T.I. mentioned that because he just recently obtained his master's.
Yeah, he said something about that.
To his
now they're coming after him.
There's some big conspiracy theory. When it comes to sexual assault, you really have to tread lightly and not take sides because you weren't there. So I just want to I just feel like he has a right to defend himself the same way that any rape victim has a right to file charges and tell what happened to them. So I'm not willing to go out on a limb and give an opinion because who am I?
Yeah, a lot of times people do either blame the victims or they jump to blaming the accused. Like it's a weird mishmash that you just don't want to, you know, get too deep into if you don't know exactly what happened.
We don't know. Show us the evidence. You know, any victim should be empowered to show and tell what happened to them. Any man who's wrongfully accused has the same right to prove. And now he's selling the T-shirts. You won't catch me in one.
I think that's a little bit much. I understand he's defending himself. He has all the right to state his side of it, come out, make a statement, even maybe do an interview or two. But all this selling the T-shirts and like, I think it's a bit much, right? Yeah,
but
especially
you can
for this type.
understand
I definitely
someone
understand.
would have a reaction and be angry
and want to shout it from the rooftops. I understand.
So, but you won't catch us.
Yeah,
in that bitch's
I'm
lying
not.
T-shirt.
I'm not wearing that, especially knowing what it's for.
Yeah.
Maybe otherwise I would have wore it. But
bitches do be lying.
Right. I would have worn a different stance, but
this
not this
like
one.
A little bit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah.
But you know, best of luck on both sides. Whoever's telling the truth.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so first we're gonna talk about the whole Celebrity Big Brother show that's been going on. A few of the people, I don't really know them too well, I guess, in the public eye. But the main people who have seemed to be the breakouts is Tamar Braxton, Kandi Barris, and now recently Lolo Jones, who is an Olympic athlete, who has been going at it with Tamar. So Kandi and Tamar have been kind of nitpicky, and it all kind of started back, they said, when they had the tour with Escape, Tamar, and Monica, who was on it. So Tamar says that Kandi never really felt her from then because Tamar did some shady shit. She brought on stage people who Kandi were kind of having an issue with, which was Kaya and T.S. Madison. I don't think she had an issue with T.S. Madison, but I think Kandi had an issue with. And Tamar brought them out on stage, and it caused a issue with the whole situation. So I think from then, Kandi wasn't feeling Tamar. So now that they're both in the house together, it looks like they've been, you know, kind of not fully arguing with each other, but just kind of nitpicking with each other throughout the whole household. And now recently we see that Tamar has gotten into it with this Lolo Jones, where it's an issue with, they were pretty much just trying to talk about, I guess, the gossip in the household. And Lolo Jones was pretty much over Tamar and her antics and people constantly worrying about what's wrong with Tamar, which is annoying because Tamar annoys, yes, and she annoys the shit out of people, and she knows this. So she basically said, Tamar, that she was going to start slapping, you know, bitches.
She said she was going to start yanking.
She said she's going to start yanking if somebody else calls her a bitch.
Yanking.
Yeah.
Somebody call me a bitch. I'm just going to start yanking.
Then do it.
Then say it.
I said, then do it.
Then say it.
Do it.
Then say it. Then say it.
And it cut off. So we're not sure exactly if they got into the physical altercation as it's stating on some of the blogs. We're not exactly sure. If she did, Tamar needed it one good time.
She ran up on that Lolo
She
person.
did.
And she ran up on some with her.
Yeah, like she was ready.
Call me a bitch.
With them big ass glasses on her face.
So word on the street is them glasses flew.
Yeah,
so
that's what they're saying.
I mean, hey, Lolo, I'm team Lolo on this one. Because you don't walk up on somebody like that.
Right, like you were about to do
You're the one
something.
who started with the threats, bitch.
And Tamar is constantly starting with people.
Oh my God.
Constantly.
And bitch is her favorite word.
Right.
Bitch is your favorite
so
word,
now somebody
Tamar.
calls
Now
you
you're
a
so
bitch,
sensitive.
you ready to pop off on somebody, like, girl?
You stop saying it then. Stop calling your sisters bitches.
Right, and stop starting with them every 2 seconds.
She's too old to love drama this much.
Is.
Like, girl, you are very middle schoolish. Like, you just, you always in some mix-up. Relax.
Right. I mean, I guess she's naturally loud because you saw her at a
that's
resort.
How she is as a person.
Remember?
And she was sashaying around, yes. I saw Tamar in Jamaica at a sandals resort, and she was just reveling in the attention. But me and the people who I went with wanted no parts. There were no photos. We didn't care. We saw you, Tamar, with your little African boo, and we didn't give a fuck.
For it. So I guess we'll find out within the next few days, we're gonna get some more tea on if Miss Lolo Jones actually connected with Tamar and her glasses.
Toni Braxton, it's rumored that her and Birdman are no longer moving toward getting married. So Birdman pulled an offset and he rushed the stage during her recent performance. I am not here for this relationship. I feel like Toni is a class act.
Toni,
she's too grown and too sexy
she's too
to
established.
be with Birdman. Go get you a businessman, or.
But it seems like this is her thing. She kind of gets these men who you're just like, Toni, why?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? Like,
she doesn't
why?
know how to be equally yoked.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. You're a beautiful, beautiful R&B royalty, and you want to date Birdman. Right. He dated Keisha Cole too. I don't know why women really like go out with him because he seems like such a goon character. And
like, if I pay my money, I don't want to see you, Birdman.
I think the fans like some of that.
No,
though. Like,
I mean, I
witnessed something.
I guess because you could, sell your video or whatever the case may be. But if I'm paying my money, if you ain't Jay-Z and Beyonce, don't roll up on the stage.
On a more serious note. In Binghampton, New York, that's upstate New York, there was a school where 4 12-year-old girls were supposedly strip searched because they appeared to be intoxicated. They were insinuating that these girls were on drugs and needed to be strip searched at the nurse. The school system is denying all these claims and saying that this did not happen, although there's a big uproar and a media frenzy over this story because they think it's racially motivated. Unfortunately, we've heard a lot of stories like this in the media. I think this is something that's been going on, and now every little incident is just catching fire, as it should.
Yeah.
I know that I have personal experience where my child's school actually didn't do a strip search because there would be no school if that was my child.
Right.
But they started going through kids' backpacks because a substitute claimed to have lost her phone, which she then found in her car. But they went through my daughter's whole classroom saying somebody has this phone and we're not leaving until going through backpacks and taking off shoes and all kinds of mess. There was actually a lawsuit stemming from that where the boy who was, I guess he had some behavior problems, and they were saying, oh, we know it was you. And then they found the shit in her car.
We're very vocal and things like that, and we have to continue that because even our children should not have to deal with something like that, being searched for a substitute cell phone. Like, what part of the game is that? And then not even tell parents that this is what happened right away. Like, that's an issue. But make noise. Make it known that it's not okay for your children to be treated that way.
For your children.
Yeah.
And if there's some shit, you gotta take that day off work.
Take it off.
You have to, email, write, Congress. You gotta do what you have to do to protect your children. And if you protect the children in your community, your child's gonna benefit from that too. So touch children.
Like that?
You can't touch people's children.
Yeah, like what is
part
wrong?
of the game is that.
Anyway, so lastly, we are going to talk about the government shutdown real quick. We are in day, I think it's 37 or 36. Somewhere it's been over 30 days. So people have missed 2 pay periods, the majority of people, now with this government shutdown. It was just put in place that y'all stupid president is going to open it back up for 3 weeks. This is still without the government funding his stupid wall. But for 3 weeks, they're going to open it back, I guess, so people can get, a little bit of money. I'm not sure what's going to happen after these 3 weeks. Are they going to get their back
pay during that 3 week, I wonder? Or is it just going to be, they're going to be paid for 3 weeks? Because they're owed money at this point.
Yeah, they're still, from my understanding, they will get that money. We're going to find that out. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's going to be open for the 3 weeks, so at least people can get back to making some kind of money. But Lord knows how many people already are behind in all of their bills and have to play catch up now. So what's going on is really ridiculous. It's stupid. We don't know what's going to happen after these 3 weeks. I think at this point, Donald Trump is just like, why aren't y'all impeaching me? I'm fucking up on every level.
He don't want this job.
I think he just everybody in his whole camp is going to jail. Like,
this is
what is going on right now?
And this is why
what is going on?
If anyone on my social media even has a shred of support for this man, I block you.
Yeah, I don't want no parts of you.
You have to be kidding me.
There's no justification.
This is your vision. Nothing. When you voted for this man, this is what you wanted.
Right.
He is fucking this country up.
He's messing y'all all up.
And I think this is like one of those breakups where the guy is acting like such an ass because he wants you to dump him.
Yes.
He wants us to fire him, and I don't understand why the process hasn't begun.
Like we said, the vice president ain't no damn better, so maybe we just need to go through this last year with our eyes closed. Yeah, so
that's what I do. Like, I try to avoid the news as much as possible.
It's terrible.
It's too scary.
So yeah, we'll see what happens with this 3 weeks of them letting it back open, and make sure everybody get your little W-2s so you can get your cashy.
Hurry up.
The IRS starts doing refunds on the 28th. They brought back, workers to work on it, so go ahead and get your W-2s together. File your taxes so you can get your percentages, as Soulja Boy says. Get your monies. Get your monies. All right, and on that note, thanks for joining us again at NYC Chat Room with Tiffany and Lauren. We'll see you again for our next video. Thanks for joining us.
Like, sneaky, like,